Hello and good morning. Welcome to the last day of November, November 30th. Today is Saturday. This is the painting of the day. Sorry, talk chat. Just having my first sip of coffee in my calendar mug available at lindafabry.com. I hope you're having a good day today. Oh, we're going to do the last corner of the calendar for November before we start a new one. Yay! New month coming up, which means I'll also be making a new Paintgazing doodling calendar. So if you don't know, there is a free download. I'll put it in the chat now. Let's see. If I don't know how these things work, I'm working on it. But if you look in the comments or in the chat, I'll put a thing that says Doodle Calendar. It's a free download of a calendar that you can, download, put it on your device, or print it out, and it's already got all the paint in the square, so you just draw what you see on it. Let's see, should be my link tree. Also, if anybody wants a reading, they're 40% off today. I don't know if links are active in the chat, but whatever. There it is. You can copy and paste it. Let's paint. So, if you're new here, my name is Linda. Hello and welcome. I'm an intuitive artist. I use art to connect to my divine source and bring forward messages. So, I do private readings and I make oracle cards and things like that. But the calendar is basically like a daily journal kind of thing, but I use it as a collective read also. So what I'll do is put some colors down, kind of make like an abstract background, ink blot style. I'll paint what I see in it, and then I'll go through and analyze the image for a message for the day ahead. And then I'll also pull some oracle cards at the end too. So if you're here live at the end of the painting, after I do the analysis, I'll pull some cards and I'll pull some individual cards too. So if you would like to help pick the colors for the background, you can pick a number between 1 and they go from 1 to 40. So let me know what number you would like between 1 and 40, and that will become all the paints have numbers up. So let me know a number between 1 and 40, and I'll use those for the background colors. Like you see, they have numbers on the back. So rather than everybody picking their favorite color, I have people pick their numbers. What's your favorite number today? Between 1 and 40. Or whatever number pops into your head. When I do readings, that's kind of sometimes we'll go by number too. I notice people will pick, kind of the same way they might pick lottery ticket, lottery numbers or something. People's birthdays or numbers that are special to us. So yeah, go ahead and put in the chat what number you would like, and we'll use that color. I'm just sorting the paints over here. There we go. I had a couple. And just pick a number between 1 and 40, and that'll give us our colors for the day. It is Saturday, isn't it? So this one's missing a number, so I'm going to leave that there. Maybe we'll add that in. I haven't been on here live for a little while. so things are a little out of sync. But we'll get back in the groove of things, yeah. So if you're just tuning in and you'd like to pick a color, you can pick a number between 1 and 40, and that'll give us our colors for the background. And if you're watching the replay, probably go ahead, skip ahead a little bit. All right. Hi, Diana. So if you'd like to pick a color for the background, you can pick a number between 1 and 40. Is it Diana or Diana? Because I've known people who pronounce their name both. So yeah, get the background colors for today's painting. So like this one, just kind of squished a bunch of paint down. And so if you want to pick a color for today's, you can pick a number between 1 and 40. We'll give us our background colors. And if nobody wants to pick today, that's okay too. Okay. Let's see. Let's do. This nice bright orange. And this pink. I love pink and orange together. So we're going to go those. And I don't know about that blue. I don't know, but this blue. This one. Let's do these three. Only these colors. Maybe let's throw in. Okay. Just dark granite with it too. Yeah. Okay. Oops. This one first. Plus the sticker. So the intention for today's reading is just what do we need to know for the day? As usual. Let's see if this page sits down. Huh? So I'm just picking up some of the excess here. When I do a large scale reading, I kind of pay attention to where it gathers, and that gives us some information. I read it a little bit like the subtle energy body. So it's like, where we have kind of energy pooled up in areas and stuff like that. The paint can be kind of a stand-in for it, visual metaphor or analogy. I mean. All right, there's our background. Let me know what you're seeing in it. If it looks like anything to you. I kind of see little eyes. It's kind of looking like a little bunny or something. I'm going to get a photo to post so that like that. Clearer. It does kind of look like a little squid or something. What do you see? So what I like to do is take a picture of it, and then I edit it a little bit, crop it, and post it to my pages so that people can kind of play along. So that's what I'm doing now. So it might take me just a second. It's kind of a gray day here in Wisconsin. How's your day going? It's funny being over here because I'm switching over from doing this on other platforms, and every time I move, it takes a while to get reestablished. All right, so that got that posted. All right, so what are we gonna do here with this one? So this is kind of drawing my eye here. Could go like this with it. Kind of reminds me of like a little crab or something, a little crab claw, maybe here. I really am feeling like a bunny ear. And when I do that, this kind of looks like, I don't know if it's like an apple or like an anatomical heart. Hmm. Oops. Just trying to zoom in a little bit. I think this is like a bottle or something. Hmm. Hello, Aries. How's it going? So feel free to let me know what you see in it. I'm gonna go with, so far I just see a little bottle in the front here. We're gonna see where that goes. Something magical inside. What do you think it is? Like a love potion? It's kind of heart shaped. I still am seeing like this little bunny back here. Anybody else? Get his little nose in there. Let's do this for the ear. Do you see him yet? See a little bunny? A little bunny. I feel like there's things swirling out of the bottle too. Do you see that? Excuse my paint. Bunny paws. There we go. Mm-hmm. So what do you think is the magic coming out of this bottle? It's orange. Feels maybe related to creativity. I like that I can see his little nose through the bottle. Can you see it? Now time for just little highlights. Almost done. So if you're new here, what I'll do after the image is done is we'll go through and read it. I'll pull some cards, and I'll also be pulling some cards for any individuals who are here live. All right, that feels pretty complete. I'm going to finish up the little video, finish that up, and then I'll go through and do the reading and pull some cards. Okay. I'm going to move the camera, just a heads up. Look at our little bunny friend. So they found something. I'll give you a little closer look here. They're looking into a bottle. So we got the first thing that showed up was this open bottle here. We've got both ears somewhat visible, but they almost, it almost kind of feels a little bit like music coming up to these ears. The way that it's got like the lines could be like kind of like music, written music. I like that both little paws are right here. Like there's, whenever I see hands or paw, like, so equivalent to hands here, they tend to indicate that like, we've got our hands in the clay, that we're participating, that we're capable, that we got our hands in it. I like to see that. I like to see open eyes. I'm going to zoom in on that eye. It feels like it's very, very aware and awake. So our senses activated. I like that you can see the little nose and mouth through here. So there's transparency. So it feels like part of the message today is related to kind of an openness, right? Like there's no lid on the bottle. Things are coming through and up and out. And then, we can see through things. It feels connected to creativity. So it feels like kind of our hearts open, our expression. We can express ourselves. Bunnies tend to be, they're like really, I think of them as a hyper vigilant creature. Like they're real sensitive to their surroundings. They move quickly, and they are sensitive to movement. I guess I want to say there's. I'm kind of seeing like a bunny, kind of observing and being very, very still, and then taking action quickly, kind of like a hawk but like the in on the opposite end of the spectrum, right? Because it's the prey to that hawk. So like where I love hawks, they see what they want, then they go for it. Same thing with the bunny, like it observes, and then makes the motion when it's ready to move. It feels a little bit connected to fear, so maybe there's some fear of self-expression, but it also feels very curious too. And the ears are so prominent, and this kind of magical stuff is floating up toward the ears. So part of the message feels like listen, pay attention. You'll know when to move. You'll know when to fold them, know when to hold them. It feels a little bit like that. Um, so it definitely feels like it's up in that kind of third eye area right here too. So there's some intuition going on, especially with this, but it definitely feels like intuition, trusting that, and trusting your self expression. And this kind of being heart shape is like trust your heart. Now, the majority of the images kind of showing up on this external. So our external experience is this kind of bottle that's been opened and like the magic releasing. The biggest or the most prominent ear is on the internal side. So we're not just listening and paying attention to what's happening externally around us. The hands are the eye, the hands, everything's very centered between the internal and external experience. What we'll see is happening in the material realm, but what we listen to is internally. So listen to your internal navigation, your internal guidance. Um, so the top part here represents what's active in our vibration, what we're aware of, and that's where we're getting signals, like we're kind of picking things up, but we don't quite know yet what something we might discover today, I guess is the better way to phrase it. Something we might discover today is how we have our hands in things, like how kind of balanced and centered. Also, there's something about this, like the hands being there, kind of giving some strength and stability to things. And then we'll become aware of the source of what we've been picking up. So if you've been picking up signals, give it, just pay attention, have a little patience, and you're going to figure out what the source of that is soon. And it's probably something, some sort of connected to your path and purpose that is your creative expression that's been opened. All right, let me just zoom out here. Let me pull a card to go along with this one. If you would like a card for your day, let me know in the comments. You can ask any question you want, or you can just request a general card. These are cards that I make. This is a monster deck of a combination of several decks. So this is the Sacred Journey Open Edition, the For the Love of Trees, the Mandala series, and then there's a couple of limited edition Sacred Journey cards. That's these here. They're all available on my site. So if you do like a paint gazing session with me, I take your image and make it into an oracle card if you want to. And that's how these get created. So let's see if the cards want to add anything to our message for the day. From the For the Love of Trees, New Heights. So yeah, you might be picking up signals from a new level of expression. And that's where maybe some of the fear is coming in, where it's like there's apprehension, like a scared rabbit a little bit. But as you get closer to it, you kind of like take it in. This is it'll get easier, it'll get more comfortable. So it says, you're prepared for this. There's nothing to fear. You'll get used to breathing the air up here. Just enjoy the view. So enjoy what you're looking at, taking it in. Let yourself be curious today, like there's nothing to fear. Just enjoy the view of your own expression as it shows up. You're definitely prepared for it, it's coming from you. So that's something to understand. You'll get used to it. You'll get used to this new way of being, this new way of perceiving and expressing. Be gentle with yourself. Just take your time. Take your time, and yeah, be gentle is like that bunny too, right? Like bunnies are gentle. All right. So if you'd like a card, let me know. I'll hang out for another minute. Otherwise, you can find, I should put in the, if you go to my site, which there's probably a link somewhere, I don't know, it's lindafaber.com. It's pretty easy to find. All readings are 40% off this weekend too. So, but let me know if you'd like a card. I'm happy to pull a card for you. You can ask questions on or any topic you want. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, I hope you all have a really wonderful day today, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye bye.